From the Detroit Free Press, I'm Robin Chan with today's Voice Briefing. It's Friday, November 8th, 2024. From reporter Darcy Moran, a 53-year-old construction worker from Lincoln Park has died after being struck by a vehicle while working on Interstate 75 in Detroit. Michigan State Police announced in a Thursday morning post on X, formerly known as Twitter, that the person died at a local hospital. The crash occurred Wednesday on southbound I-75 near Springwell Street in southwest Detroit. The worker is said to have been a part of a moving road crew. Police believe he was setting a flare pattern between construction vehicles in the right lane of I-75 when a Kia sedan entered the lane and struck the worker. The 71-year-old driver from Allen Park stopped at the scene after the crash, police said. Michigan State Police First Lieutenant Mike Shaw said in a statement on social media Wednesday, quote, "We want to remind drivers to move over when they see construction vehicles on the side or in the roadway working," end quote. An investigation remains underway. For more on this story, you can search on Freep.com for Darcy Moran's article, "Road Worker Dies After Being Struck on I-75 in Detroit." From auto critic Mark Phelan. Self-driving semi-trucks are closer than you think. If you're on the road in Texas, one could be next to you in traffic. Artificial intelligence company Plus is operating a fleet of self-driving international trucks on test runs around that state. The trucks all have safety drivers, humans in the driver's seat, ready to take over if needed. The company hopes to have the system in customers' test fleets in 2025 and on sale for driverless freight service in 2027. Plus also is testing supervised autonomous trucks on roads in Sweden. There are no federal standards for the safety and operation of driverless vehicles. Regulation is left to each state. Texas is relatively laissez-faire and presents an appealing operating environment with its great distances, heavy freight traffic, and major highways. So if you find yourself next to a truck labeled autonomous delivery on the way, give the driver a wave. If everything's going according to plan, he or she won't have much to do. For more on this story, you can search on Freep.com for Mark Phelan's article, "Autonomous Semis Are Closer to Reality Than You Think. A Company is Testing Them." From food and restaurant writer Susan Salaski. A new restaurant offering Japanese fare with a modern take on flavors and technique will soon open in downtown Detroit. Called Soraya, the new restaurant will fill the space formerly occupied by Maru Sushi, which suddenly shuttered 2 months ago after nearly 8 years downtown on 4th Street. The space is just a few minutes' walk from Campus Martius and on the ground floor of the Federal Reserve Building, the same building that currently houses the Detroit Free Press and the Detroit News' offices. Soraya, which will offer Japanese-American flavors with modern twist, is from Harold Kim, owner of the former Black Ginger, located inside Corktown's Trumbull and Porter Hotel. A few weeks ago, Black Ginger, known for its Korean-American fare, abruptly closed. Kim said he bought the Maru Detroit business with a plan for a quick turnaround for the new concept. The Detroit Maru Sushi location's last day of service was September 1st. Kim said he's been in the space since the first week of September. Soraya opens to the public on November 15th. To start out, they'll be open for dinner from 4 p.m. to 10 p.m. Monday through Thursday, and 4 p.m. to 11 p.m. Friday and Saturday, with a goal of extending hours to offer lunch service. For more on this story, you can search on Freep.com for Susan Salaski's article, "Soraya Japanese Restaurant to Replace Maru Sushi in Downtown Detroit." Find more from the Detroit Free Press on Freep.com. That's Freep.com. Thanks for listening, have a great weekend, and you'll hear more from us Monday.